Hello, I am Eduardo Alexander Villamil, a student of the course English 7. And the next I will socialize with some questions about the learning of the foreign language and the course in question. Now, first, what is the course learning purpose? Uh, to reinforce the socio-linguistic and pragmatic competence of the foreign language by performing oral production tasks and given sets of real-time interaction in order to communicate and discuss effectively, effectively on complex topics um, or for the following outcomes. Learned outcome 1. Demonstrate oral skills to express oneself frequently and spontaneously on different cultural topics for social or academics purpose. Learning outcome 2 are about a controversial topic used arguments for or against to convenience interlocutor towards a specific point of view. Learning outcome 3 interpret extent these causes even when they are not clean structured and when relationships are only implied and not explicitly started. Learning outcome 4. Describe complex topics with clean and detailed information by developing specific points and rounding up with an appropriate conclusion. Question 2. From the four learning outcomes of the course, which one calls more your attention? I am I am very interested in point number one, the learn outcome one. To demonstrate our skills to express one's fluency and spontaneously on different cultural topics for social or academic purposes. I feel it is very important to have linguistic skills that help us to express ourselves and interpret correctly what we want to or want to explain. From this point, we can describe, and interpret any topic of discussion. Question 3. How many activities does the course have? The course consists of 5 activities and one evaluation, which are composed of 3 learning units, with each of which was 3 bibliographic contents, references for development of each of the activities. Question 4. What are synchronic interaction activities? These activities consist of attending a synchronous meeting in which we will understand how to develop the proposed activities. We will have a personal synchronous explanation from the teacher who, while explaining explain how to develop to the activities, and we will solve the question we have regarding the activities in question. Question 5. Identify and describe the synchronous interaction activities in the course. We have three we have three synchronous interaction activities. In the unit 1, called and training speaking skills through real-time interaction on September 5, we will have the first synchronous interaction, which will be about how to improve our skills, speaking skills. This will be held at 5 p.m. Then in Unit 2, called Pro Icon Arguments. On um, October 17 at 5 p.m., we will have our second synchronous interaction, which is about how to develop in social linguistic competences to participate in a debate section. Finally, in the Unit 3, called about understanding and producing extended speech, um, we will have our last synchronous meeting to be held on the November 7th at 5 p.m. In this, we will explain how to develop the the guide and learn about how to understand and produce extended speeches. These meetings will be held through the UNAP virtual platform. Question number 6. What does the final exam of the course consist of? Okay, the objective of the final exam of the course is to improve improve our conversational English skill by collaboratively creating a video podcast called about our language learning in English. A conversational English skill by collaboratively creating a video podcast called Our English Learning English. The podcast will be developed through the Teams tool with the groups organizing the virtual campus classroom in the collaborative forum of the learning environment. The learning environment, you and members, or I am and members of the group will reflect on the learning process, sharing or your experiences, your learning process, strategies, and future goals. The tool for the producing the video podcast will be Teams. The next question is: does the final exam imply um, individual submission or collaborative submission? Okay, this activity will help me practice speaking English, develop teamwork skills, and express personal experiences and in a structured and engaging way. Personal experiences in a structured and The group will work in a teams to plan in a court a 10 or 20 minutes podcast. Question number 7. Is your institutional email working prepared? Uh, yes, my institutional email is villamilm@virtual.edu.com. Step 2. Reflection on English language proficiency. What is your course? What is your purpose in studying English as a foreign language? Okay, as it mentions on page 35, acquiring you know you know late for a job accessing foreign knowledge, traveling abroad, studying abroad, working abroad schools, requirement personal training, interest in linguistic parental fluence, becoming familiar becoming familiar with your heritage, understand people in your neighborhood, maintaining it. I feel those would be the main purpose of the learning um, foreign language. The next question is regarding the nature of language study. What speech and pre-acquiring speaking skills? Okay, some experts believe that language learning consists of acquiring four skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Four sets of grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and cultural understanding. The first are the means to develop communicate competence, the ability to use the language to communicate with other people. The first are the means to communicate with native speakers in real situations. The latter are the elements necessary to acquire any of the four language skills. Um, and three. Okay. Question number 3. After planning your language study and in particular to improve oral expression, how can you evaluate your progress? Okay, I'm very effective at words for as a language learning is that every time I think about saying something, also I think about how say in English. However, the best way to learn improve vocabulary is to practice beginning a Spanish speaking country is difficult, but about how we will say the actions we do every day and evaluate how knowledge increases on the internet tests. Okay, question number 4. How, how can You organize in the love language learning, making specific strategies from your experiences and from the chapter. Okay, some studies are very interesting in foreign cultures. The more they realize that in the order to understand them, they need access to theory, literature, art, music, and other cultural artifacts. To understand them, they need access to their literature, art, music, uh, and other cultural and sociocultural artifacts, and even playing one or more chips. The deeper you go, the more you need foreign language skills, getting to the words and its people can be fascinating in this case it is difficult to say to say whether the language is a tool instrumental or a mechanism to understand and be accepted by the natives of the foreign culture. Integrative motivation, sorry. Okay, that is all. I hope it has been of the green information. Regards.